I'm just checking my Discord. We will get started shortly. Okay, so what's up, my people? It's your guy, Dynamics. I'm here with another one of Boss Reactions. I will start recording more content, but right now I'm just kind of doing it on the spur of the moment, and I found some free time, and here we are. So we got a good one today from Squeeze Lemon. Squeeze Lemon is going to be talking about strange objects that are definitely in our skies, and a lot of us don't have answers for. So let's go ahead and check that out. I've always brought content. Can't say I haven't. Okay, so let's definitely do it. So here's Squeeze Lemon for strange objects found in our skies. Let's do it.
It started with radar glitches and whispers among pilots.
We're seeing objects with our radars, with our cameras, and even with our eyes flying on an almost daily basis.
Then came the footage, real, raw, and impossible to explain.
Thermal videos of UAP. Now, our government has admitted some of what we've put out. They've admitted their UAP.
All right, so that was Jeremy Corbell. He's like the lead when it comes to like UAP investigation or UFO, however you want to call it. So this is like the latest like thing happening with like investigations on UFOs. The video is called "U.S. Military Pilot Captured a UFO." How many times have we heard that, right?
Hidden bases to open skies. Unidentified crafts are showing up everywhere. And if the military can't stop them, who really controls the air above us? A passenger on a flight was recording the view outside the window when something unbelievable happened. From behind a thick cloud, a bright glowing sphere slowly appeared.
I don't know. That could honestly just be another aircraft. Like, I don't think that's like a flying, UAP or something like that. Like, a lot of things shimmer in the sun. Like, no, I don't think that's like a UAP.
It wasn't sunlight, and it wasn't another plane. The light moved carefully, almost as if it was watching the aircraft. This glowing sphere seemed to be using the clouds as a hiding place, appearing only when the plane came close.
Also, it doesn't really look like AI, because AI has like a distinct like look about it. Like, and this is also like an older video. Not saying that AI can't copy older video quality, but yeah, I think I've seen this video before. This video's old.
It may have been a scouting device from a larger alien craft. If planes are unknowingly flying past these hidden objects every day, then one thing becomes clear. Our skies might already be shared territory.
Shared territory with what, though?
Unidentified phenomenon leak. Leaked footage from 2020 started circulating online, and it stunned everyone who saw it. Journalist and filmmaker Jeremy Corbell revealed a video showing the military following a disc-shaped UAP flying above the Afghanistan-Pakistan border.
In the original footage,
That kind of looks like that Boogosphere, the thing that they found down in South America. It kind of reminds me of that.
it says UAP navigating through clouds. They called it a disc. I'm not even calling it a disc, but what you're seeing is first shape.
The footage was captured through a U.S. Department of Defense infrared camera, yet the object had no heat signature at all, something no regular aircraft could do. The Pentagon logged it as a UAP, but it never appeared on public records. Corbell claimed this footage was only the beginning, just one piece of a far bigger mystery still unfolding. Triangular UFO.
Well, okay, so that's literally like a whole like triangle aircraft on a ship. This might be CGI. I think this might be added in. I mean, just look at like the shadow underneath like the aircraft. It just seems a little bit too, I don't know, the shadow seems like it's been put there by like computer graphics. Yeah. So supposedly this was like an alien type of technology, like just parked on like a US Navy carrier. Like, really? No, I doubt that. I think this video was doctored. I think it's fake.
In 2018, during a routine landing on a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier, pilots noticed something unusual hovering close to the runway.
As it goes to touchdown, we actually see a triangular-shaped UFO, like something that would be right out of an alien movie. And you're like, whoa.
The object appeared to have sharp edges and a perfect geometric outline, a three-pointed triangular shape. That sighting turned into international news.
Historically, UFOs have been certain types of shapes. You've got cigar UFOs, saucer UFOs, and triangle UFOs. So the fact that there was a triangle UFO on this aircraft carrier,
All that's pretty much telling us is that, like, all these UAPs and UFOs that people are reporting seeing, that they're just U.S. like technology. This is basically government. You know, it's not like it's like coming from outer space. That's all that tells me if it's parked on like a U.S. Navy ship, right?
that really sent the UFO community into a frenzy.
One foreign government even claimed it proved the U.S. was secretly working with extraterrestrials. Later, a second version of the same video was released. This time, the UFO was mysteriously gone. Did the military edit it out to hide a secret craft? Or did someone want the world to see it? Metallic disc.
Or it's just fake.
In May 2021, over Sakhalin Island, a pilot captured a clear, stunning video of a silver, disc-shaped object hovering silently above a military base. It had a smooth, metallic surface, moving without sound or wings, clearly not a plane or drone. This silver saucer could be proof that extraterrestrial visitors are openly monitoring our most sensitive areas. Military bases, once the most protected zones on Earth, are no longer hidden from these watchers.
I don't know. That right there looks a little bit more like... I don't know. This seems a little bit more real, I guess. I mean, looks like older footage, yes. But also the way that the light is like shining off of the object itself, I don't think like it would be fake. I think this is real, honestly, but I don't know where that technology is coming from. That's maybe some Antarctica stuff or something. I don't know.
Skies that protect us might already belong to someone else.
Look how shiny that is. I mean, it's blurry quality, right? And you see how shiny that object is. So imagine how shiny it is like up close in like real life. It has to be super shiny.
Military secret.
I think Squeeze Lemon is kind of hinting toward what this all is. I mean, if it's anything like a flying UFO or some unexplained flying object, it's probably just the military. More than likely, right?
Back in 2004, something strange entered our airspace, forcing the U.S. military into quick action. A flying craft unlike anything from our world or our technology appeared on radar.
During encounter, there's no question that the Pentagon has censored data to go along with the photos and videos, but none of that information has been leaked.
Now, this footage is real. Everyone saw this footage. This footage came out on the news a while back, and it keeps reappearing in the news also. About unidentified flying objects releasing like fumes into our clouds, and the trails that everyone talks about, saying that it's poisoning our atmosphere or whatever the case may be. Who knows what's true? But I'm thinking it's all one overall plan involved in it. But I don't really think like they're just aliens coming from another planet. Like that's just a bunch of hogwash, honestly.
Otherwise released, that is, until today.
Alarms blared in the cockpit as a U.S. fighter jet pilot tried locking onto a target that shouldn't have existed. It moved faster than any known aircraft, twisting...
No, if I remember correctly, this aircraft, or whatever this thing was, you couldn't see it with the normal eye. Like, it had to be like some sort of like infrared system. And I think that's the only reason why they were able to pick this up. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was giving off a cold signature. I don't even know if this was heat. It was definitely like playing like the hiding game. It was definitely hiding. I remember this.
And disappearing from radar like it was toying with the jet.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
The pilot's camera captured a dark oval-shaped object drifting silently across the sky. The moment was so unreal that the government quietly launched a secret investigation. But whether that object was ever identified remains a mystery because the military never shared anything about it.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
Well, I think the military eventually did come out and explain this video, and they pretty much said the same thing like we were saying. No one knew what it was, you know. Yeah, I don't think it's been a few situations actually that appeared just like this, where we've had unexplained aircraft in our skies around the world. Actually, a lot recently too has been happening, and yeah, but this was definitely original footage from the military. This was from 2004.
Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is an LNS, man. Well, if there's look at that thing. It's rotating.
Paratrooper UFO.
For a minute, I honestly thought that was like a battlefield scene. I'm like, this is from a video game. No, but it's the real thing.
During a
Actually, that was from a video game, sorry. I had to look again, like, wait, that was video game graphics.
paratrooper exercise aboard a C-17 Globemaster, a crew member filmed the moment the last soldiers jumped from the back ramp. Just as the door cleared, a dark object appeared in the distance.
That's the thing. I don't know if that footage was real, what we just saw right there. That looks like video game footage. Hold on.
Hovering in midair, keeping pace
Yeah, this looks like a video game.
with
This might not be real.
massive aircraft. The crew's camera.
Yeah, look at that guy right there. See the guy? If you look at the actual maintainer there, he looks like CGI or something like that.
Caught it clearly. If a UFO can get this close to a military aircraft during an active operation, it looked like they're not just watching training, they're studying
Yeah, I don't think this is real. Yeah, this is
our defense tactics.
It's a good job though. Whoever edited the video did a really good job. But it's fake.
Humanoid figures.
What?
A passenger flying over a desert recorded figures walking on the clouds below. At first, they looked like...
Wait. Hold on. You're telling me that they caught people walking on clouds? Let's see if this is fake. Hold on.
humans, until the zoom revealed elongated heads, gray bodies, and movements that didn't match any person. The video spread worldwide, fueling theories that these were not humans at all. But the video suddenly disappears.
What do you mean they're not humans? They look exactly like humans. What are they talking about? Like, that's a guy right there with pants on and no shirt. Why would he be walking on the clouds?
Before anyone could completely investigate it. Then another viral clip.
That might be fake. It just looks a little bit too like laid out. It's too perfect. You know, like, here we're gonna put a couple of families here standing on top of some clouds. You know, like, this is heaven. This is what heaven looks like. Like, really? Like, come on. Like, they're really trying to showcase people standing on clouds to make us believe that heaven's in the clouds. Like, I think this is like somebody trying to get clickbait.
A passenger filmed frozen humanoid.
Not that I'm saying we know where heaven is, or, you know, I'm not saying I know that. I'm just saying, like, this is fake.
Figures standing on top of clouds. Clouds can't hold weight, yet these figures stayed there, frozen, watching.
Bro, that is a desert.
Some believe
That's a whole desert, bro.
they are ancient giants waiting for a signal to awaken. Others say they are celestial guards. And back in 2017, multiple humanoid figures were photographed standing together.
Wow, so somebody had a whole thing going where they were like, hey, we're going to make it seem like people are standing on top of clouds. That's so crazy.
They're on the cloud line. Like a secret meeting in the sky. Are these sky beings finally revealing themselves? Or have they always been there, only now caught on cameras?
CAP. That is C-A-P. CAP.
Disc over ice.
Oh, what is this?
Back back in
the CGI is was getting really good back then. You know, I think around that time, 2000, early 2000s, was this 2003? Yeah, they were definitely getting good with CGI. CGI has been good for a while. People just try to make it seem like, you know, we didn't have it until recent, but because of AI. But CGI was always really good.
2003, during a routine supply mission at Camp Summit in Greenland, a helicopter crew captured a disc-shaped object skimmed just above the icy water before suddenly shooting straight into the sky. It was unlike anything anyone had seen. A clear UFO sighting. Things got even stranger afterward. The soldier reportedly...
Wait, I don't know. No, this is fake.
He faced punishment after the footage was leaked. The Army denied the video's existence. But if it's real, this could be one of the most shocking UFO encounters ever caught on camera. And the military failed to hide the secret.
Fake.
Antarctica domes.
So much.
I've seen this picture before. So supposedly people are stating like, hey, there's like cities, you know, in Antarctica that we don't know about. And like there's a race of people that have far superior technology than what everyone else has. And that this is possibly where the UAPs, you know, are coming from. But, you know, this picture right here is just kind of like giving you an idea of like what's on the other side of the ice wall in our Antarctica. Now, we don't know how true that is. Antarctica is prohibited. No one can really go there unless you have certain clearances. You know, there are some YouTubers who have tried to, you know, cross into Antarctica, but it's always like ends up in a bad story in the end. I think there's one guy who tried to go into an Antarctica territory, and he literally was jailed. He was jailed, and I think he spent like 6 months in jail. Like something crazy, like just for being in like the perimeter of like Antarctica. And he was a YouTuber. I forgot his name, but yeah.
Now, like I said before, I'm not saying this is real.
An old photo from 1907 has started making rounds online again.
That photo's from 1907? What?
It showed an exploration team that ventured far beyond the known edges of Antarctica. What they captured was beyond belief. Perfectly round, smooth domes forming what looked like a whole city on green land.
And look at all the intricate details. Look at this city. Now,
hidden behind a massive ice wall. The shapes were too exact, the material too advanced for that time, or even for now. Soon, two theories came out, that those domes were built by angels, a heavenly place kept away from mankind, or it was the work of ancient visitors from another world who left traces of their city long before humans set foot there. After these images, one thing is clear, that there are unseen places on Earth that belong to others. Now you decide to whom.
Oh, that's inconvenient. Actually, no, there's a switch here. I can turn that feature off. There we go. All right, I think it's good now. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go.
Runway orb. In the recently viral footage recorded over Manchester Airport, a pilot captured a metallic orb dropping from the sky. The orb landed on the ground near the runway. No jet stream, no rocket flare, no wings. Just a perfect ball descending like it knew exactly where to go. Airport officials never released a statement. No report, no follow-up, no explanation.
So that right there is probably a boogosphere, right? Because it's like the metal round object that's been like falling all over like, you know, the Americas lately. Like, yeah, I'm really curious about what those are, honestly.
A craft shows up, lands, and the world pretends it didn't happen.
I like how he said the world pretends like it didn't happen. Like, of course the world knows it happened.
Unidentified object images. On June 18,
it's not being talked about, that's all.
1979, Italian Air Force pilot Giancarlo Ciccone was returning to base when ground radar warned him of an unidentified object near his jet. He flew closer, expecting a balloon or a military...
What is that? That like a that looks maybe like a cigar, maybe a cigar shape. I don't know. It looks like an old picture, bro. Like, what is that? Like the 30s? That's an old picture.
Drone. Instead, he saw a dark, cylinder-shaped craft with a small dome on top. Perfectly still in the air, Taccone got within 70 meters and captured 82 photographs using the jet's onboard camera.
See, that's what I'm talking about. So that pilot was like, hey, you know what? This is weird. You know, let's go ahead and take a lot of pictures. They said he got over what, like 80 plus pictures, bro? Like, come on. That's how you do it. You know, if you see something awkward and you want to be like proven correct, you want to get as much evidence as possible. Like 80 something pictures and this old of like a frame. Like this was older. This is older, obviously. You know, this might have been real. I believe this more than the new CGI videos that I see. I'm just going to say that.
Seconds later, the object went upward and vanished from radar officials called it a balloon. But every photo told another story. A solid craft, controlled and aware of his presence. Pilot UFO encounter. On January 6th, 2025, while flying over Antioquia, Colombia, an airline pilot recorded a dark, triangular object outside his cockpit. At first, it stayed completely still, hovering in place, almost
X-wing.
as if it was observing the plane. The pilot later explained that it did not resemble any aircraft or balloon, especially because of what happened next. The object suddenly moved toward the plane, shifting position with a smooth, rapid motion.
Bro, if something like that, like literally came flying by my window and I was in an airplane, like you might as well just start praying, bro. Like that's not normal. I would probably think you were under attack. Like something like that, like stealth like looking. No.
That short footage has now spread across the internet, with many calling it one of the most convincing UFO captures ever recorded. Declassified military footage. In October 2018, above a U.S. military base in Iraq, soldiers noticed a strange shape drifting silently in the air. It wasn't a drone. It wasn't a balloon. It looked like a jellyfish moving smoothly through the sky.
This was the other video that was pretty popular that came out also recently. There was like some huge object floating over a military base, and yeah, this is what they caught. Yeah.
As if it were alive. The object changed its path without any visible engines or wings.
Supposedly, they used a certain system, like an infrared system, except for they said that it gave off cold signatures. So this wasn't giving off a heat signature. It was literally giving off cold signatures. And they said that it was actually much larger than what it looked like in this video. So it was actually this was actually a big object that was like floating over a military base.
The footage was kept out of the public eye for years. Then, in January 2024, it was finally declassified. The Pentagon confirmed they received questions about the video, but gave no explanation. Some experts even suggested that the object might not be a craft at all, but a living aerial entity. Passenger plane sighting.
A living aerial entity. Right. Okay.
Here's another shocking moment caught from inside a passenger plane. A traveler pointed his phone at the window just to record the clouds until something dark began rising from below. An unknown object slowly pushed upward through the cloud layer, changing altitude with smooth, controlled movement. It moved with intent, as if it knew exactly where it was going.
The cameraman
was
is
this
like,
a UFO?
What was the cameraman doing? What is that? I don't know. For CGI, that looks like it might be pretty good. It's kind of blurry footage, but like for you to fake that.
Finishing its mission, collecting information, scanning the area before returning to its base? Or did it simply move to another hidden location on...
Yeah, but what kind of base? I mean, you see how that thing looks? It's not even like a normal flight like technology. That looks like something from, I don't know, like some sort of fairy tale or something. What is that?
Earth, what do you think of this strange object? Unknown object. In 2024, passengers suddenly noticed a metallic object flying close to the aircraft. It wasn't there seconds earlier. It simply appeared, moving alongside the plane as if studying it. People stared in shock. unsure if they should call the crew or keep filming. Then, without warning, the object changed direction sharply, almost.
Bro. Alright, so we all just saw that, right? We saw how it took off. That looked like that thing moved at like 2 frames a second. Like, what was that? Like, I'm thinking it's fake just because of that. Like, I doubt like the hyperdrive engine would just like lag like real life into like it's not a video game, bro. Like this is supposed to be a real scenario, right? Why did the UFO just lag? It lagged.
Most like it decided
Okay.
to leave. Some passengers believed it was trying to interact with a plane, maybe even attempting an abduction, but
Look at it.
changed
Look-
its
come on,
mind at
bro.
the last moment.
Come on. Fake. I thought it was real. I almost gave it some real credence, but now I changed my mind. Because of the way it took off, it looked like it went 2 frames a second. It's too smooth. Yeah, and then it just, no.
Metallic Intruder. A recently released video on the government's AARO.
Hey, it's a Boogosphere. He's probably showed like 4 of these things already. Supposedly a lot of these things have like crash landed on the planet. Like this is supposedly truth, like real scenario situations. And they are still a mystery. I did hear recently that there was someone who tried to break inside of one, and I haven't seen that video yet, but I probably will look at that video eventually too. But yeah, Boogospheres. Yeah.
Website revealed a round metallic object flying over a military zone in Iraq. The object didn't move like a drone. It moved across the sky, then changed direction instantly, almost like it was predicting where the cameras were pointed. Even NASA attempted to track it, but they couldn't explain its speed or origin. Officials still don't know if it was a highly advanced spy tool or technology not made on Earth. Because of this sighting, the military has now upgraded its sky monitoring systems. Cloaked object. Just when a photographer thought he was capturing a normal sunset, the sky revealed something no one could explain. Using a powerful zoom lens, he focused on the glowing sun dipping into the clouds. But in the photo, something unbelievable appeared. The sun wasn't behind the clouds. It was inside them. The clouds wrapped behind and around the glowing sphere, making it look as if a solid object was hanging in the sky.
All right, that's crazy. Honestly, I don't know if that's real. It's like this could just be a whole fake. Like, come on, the sun inside the clouds. Like, okay.
When the image was inverted, the shape turned into a perfect dark orb, highlighting clear edges that a normal sun shouldn't have. So what was this? Maybe a hidden object mimicking the sun, or a cloaked craft using the sunset as cover.
And I might do more research on that one. I don't know about the sun inside the clouds. Like, yeah, that sounds a little far-fetched.
Underwater pyramids. Another unbelievable footage captured by a passenger from the plane is now rapidly shared on the internet. Far below, through the clear ocean water, perfect pyramid shapes were visible on the seafloor. The edges were straight, the angles were sharp, way too precise to be a natural rock formation. Many believe this could be an ancient underwater base, a place built by someone with knowledge and technology far beyond ours.
So it kind of looks like a pyramid is like under the ocean. I'm pretty sure there's lots of pyramids under the ocean. I mean, sediment does move because of water and, well, just land in general and over time also. Yeah, I mean, what are they trying to say? Like, it's a mummy down there?
If structures like this are starting
Lost city of Atlantis. Pyramids, right?
to appear, maybe something is waking up beneath the ocean.
No.
Scout ship.
Bro, what is that? What is that supposed to be? Like, okay, so so the cloud is opened up and what is it siphoning? Like, what is it pulling? Bro. What? Whoa, come on.
Ever felt like the sky is
Bro, really? They're literally just shooting scenes from video games at this moment. That's not even like, come on. Really?
playing tricks on you? A man felt that when he noticed a strange cloud floating still with a trail of smoke coming out of it. Things got turned when out of nowhere, a bright glowing orb shot.
So what shot at it? Like you just okay.
Straight into it. The cloud suddenly flashed and burst, releasing smoke before completely vanishing. What appeared next left everyone speechless.
Hold up, wasn't it like a shadow or something that zipped out of it? I think this is fake. This is just straight up 3D.
A massive metallic disc
Now,
moved
watch. There's going to be like a dark shadow to fly right to the right
at
as
the
soon as it
speed
gets
of
hit.
light out of
Watch.
the smoke. It seemed the glowing orb was a
to
scout
the
ship
right, as
returning
soon as
to
it
its
gets hit.
mothership, using the cloud as cover to stay unseen. Maybe the next
it didn't
time
show
you
it that
spot
time.
a
Wait,
weird
hold on.
cloud, you're not looking at weather at all, but a secret alien parking spot in the sky.
Oh, he didn't show it that time.
Thick smoke trail.
What is that?
Filming the sky from 30,000 feet usually shows nothing unusual. Right, but not for this passenger. He noticed a thick, dense trail of smoke stretching across the sky. But how can smoke appear out of nowhere at some...
No, that's probably chemtrails. Because I mean, unless like all the engines have bad oil. I mean, everything's just like you got black smog coming out the back of a jet aircraft.
such a height? There, the camera noticed a tiny airplane, too small to create such a massive smoke. It wasn't a regular
That's a serious in-flight emergency. IFE.
plane at all. The trail suggested a small UFO testing a powerful new engine, and the smoke might have been a disguise, making the craft look like a commercial jet. Next time you see an unusually thick contrail, it might be worth a closer look. Things in the sky aren't always what they seem.
Wow, look at that.
Jetpack Man.
It's the first video of the mysterious.
Okay, so you guys probably never heard of the Jetpack Man. There was a guy, I think this took place in the LAX, Los Angeles airport, and there was a guy who bought a powerful jetpack, and he was flying right next to the LAX airport, and he would do it like every week, and like eventually the news found out about it, and footage started being sent in, and this was actually aired on the news. This is actually a real situation. Like there was a guy like on a jetpack like way up in the air, like he was super high up, like way higher than what normal, even for drones it was pretty high. Like yeah, this guy was a little bit wild for this one, for like literally putting on a jetpack and going that high is crazy.
Jetpack flyer sighted in the skies over Los Angeles.
Los Angeles pilots have seen many strange things in the sky, but this one left them speechless. In November 2020,
Yeah, it was pretty recent, like November 2020. Yeah, I think when everyone saw that, they were just kind of like, wow, this guy is like, you talking about a stunt double. This guy is like, man, he's like Evel Knievel.
during an instructional flight, pilot Brandy Fogelman spotted what looked like a person flying thousands of feet up, wearing what appeared to be a jetpack. It wasn't the first report either.
We just thought maybe it was an airplane, but as we got closer, we realized it was too small. So we thought maybe it was a drone or balloons or something like that. But the closer we got to it, it looked more and more like a jetpack man.
Pilots had already spotted the same thing on August 29th and October 14th that year. Each time, the tiny man appeared near planes before vanishing into the clouds. The FBI launched an investigation, but found nothing. No jetpack, no drone, no trace.
What's crazy is that he was literally going into the clouds. He was, well, I mean, it was pretty misty during the days he was going, but still, it was like he was flying into clouds. Like, could you imagine having a jetpack and like say, let me go see what it's like to fly through a cloud? Like, he actually did this like in real life. It's crazy.
Many still believe it wasn't a mannequin on the drone at all, but an outworldly being testing our skies. Endless Wall.
No, I think it was a person. I think they discovered who it was. It was like 2 people involved in it. It's a whole story about it. Like, yeah, they debunked the whole thing. It was a guy who actually bought like a very powerful jetpack. Yeah.
Yakutia's mountains revealed something that doesn't fit normal history. A pilot captured footage of an enormous, perfectly rectangular wall stretching endlessly across the terrain. Its design is far too precise to be random. Some suggest ancient civilizations built it using knowledge now lost to us. But there's another possibility that it could be a secret base for space visitors. There is also a conspiracy that the ancients were linked to aliens. Now,
Bro, that literally is just normal, like, just growth. That's the planet just, like, moving itself. Like, nothing didn't build that. Like, come on.
it seemed like
I mean, obviously, like, you know, nature has its own aerodynamics. Like, it knows how to, like, dynamically place things to make it look like it was sculpted by someone of intelligence. But nature has its own intelligence. It can sculpt its own designs. Like, why would they think something made that? Like, it's crazy.
this endless wall could be the proof that made that conspiracy true. Moon under the plane.
The moon is below.
Okay, I saw this video before. Supposedly there was like some moon-looking object flying next to a plane.
The horizon.
For the airline EasyJet passenger, this time clouds were not in view, but a strange moon too. He noticed the moon glowing brightly, but it wasn't where it was supposed to be. Far below the plane's wing, it appeared almost as if it were hovering in the sky, defying normal perspective.
By quite some way.
That would be a pretty small moon, wouldn't it? I mean, for it to be, you know, just hovering just under the aircraft, you know, like, I'm just saying, like, even if it is bigger at a distance or you get closer to it, like, I don't think that's the moon. If anything, it's probably, that could be fake. I'm just going to be, that could be CGI, to be honest with you.
At first, it seemed like an optical illusion caused by the angle and distance.
Yeah, why are there no other videos of this supposed moon under the aircraft? You know, because if that's the case, I mean, other people have phones on the airplane too, right? I mean, sure, people put their phones on like airplane mode when they go on aircraft, but like a lot of people have devices, and this looks like maybe a commercial airliner, so there has to be a lot of seats, right, with people with cell phones, right? Airplane mode doesn't stop you from recording footage. We've only seen this from one phone, from an aircraft, of a lot of people. I think it's fake.
But the bright orb stayed in that unusual position long enough, giving it a theory of a glowing doorway to another space, suspended beneath the aircraft. Even simple sights can feel extraordinary when seen from the right angle, leaving the skies full of hidden mysteries.
Horizon.
Red glow under clouds.
That was under the clouds? Whoa, what?
High above the Atlantic Ocean, a pilot recorded huge, glowing red patches shining fiercely beneath the clouds. The video later surfaced on Reddit, where some said it was a rare weather event. But this light didn't flicker or fade. It stayed steady, bright, and controlled. That's what made many believe it wasn't natural at all. With UFO sightings increasing every year, people were convinced it was an alien craft using the clouds as cover. If these
Looks like something is inside the clouds, like working. I don't know, that's like working on something. I don't know, that's weird.
beings are moving through our skies, hidden within storms, their disguise might already be fooling us completely, and who knows for how long. 3 glowing spheres. Just when you think the Alaskan sky is quiet, it suddenly comes alive with a fiery spectacle. A wildlife worker spotted 3 glowing spheres hovering silently in perfect, mesmerizing formation.
And I will say, Squeeze Lemon, he has some good footage. Even for older footage, some of these I've never seen. Like, I've never seen this video.
They twisted and shifted as if performing a carefully choreographed dance. At first, it seemed impossible. How could lights float like that on their own? Then it became clear they weren't natural at all. These were alien craft, lingering above the wilderness.
Wait, that has been yet to be discovered, Squeeze Lemon. We don't know if they were alien craft.
Video cut off.
These could be drones for all we know.
off too soon, leaving us in shock. What were they waiting for? And will they ever return to finish their strange display? If you know, comment down. Mysterious figures. Commercial flight sightings aren't over yet, but this time it wasn't a UFO. In March 2019, a passenger filmed something shocking from a plane flying high above the clouds. First, it looked like a trail of smoke, but on zooming the lens, the reality was different. There it was, a dark figure with thin, long, stretched limbs. It looked like a giant floating upright in the sky. What made it even stranger was how it stayed completely still, as if suspended in place. Its silent watch suggests that our time might be under a celestial check. Skies don't stop here with surprise.
It looks like an octopus, like a massive giant octopus in the sky.
Another video shared by an anonymous user online where a jellyfish floating in the sky. Surprised, right? How ocean creatures end up in the skies. To Nitizen, it was a UFO in the disguise of a sea creature. Well, after these incidents, it is proof that our skies aren't just routes for planes anymore.
Yet another thing that we have barely heard about, just in media in general, social media. I think that was fake, honestly. Yeah, and it also was too blurry. It was already blurry footage. It was potato already, and then they just showed an even more potato object inside the potato quality. So no, fake.
Floating city structure. A resident captured an unbelievable sight high above the city apartments. Hanging in the sky was a dark, massive structure, shaped like a giant bridge or a roof. It didn't move like a...
All right, supposedly this is real. Like, this happened, I think, in China, where a city kind of resembled the city below. They said it was some differences. There was a little bit of differences, but they said the city in the sky kind of like resembled the city on the bottom. And some scientists came with a theory saying that it's some sort of reflection from like the sky and the ocean. He had some weird theory about how it's a reflection of the actual city. But people were saying like, well, why does that city in the sky have different structures in it? It was a whole thing going on about this.
Loud.
A few years ago. Maybe
nothing about it looked net.
Could have been maybe 5 years ago. I first heard about this.
For a moment, it felt like an entire floating city had broken through the mist, revealing itself just for a glimpse. Could this be a temporary portal, giving us a terrifying look into another dimension or an alien homeworld? The next time the portal opens, it might not close again.
Portal. Okay, so now he mentioned portal. So Squeeze Lemon must be going toward dimensions and portals. He keeps talking about that. I don't know. We'll see.
3 moons. A local was stunned when not one, but 3 celestial bodies appeared side by side. At first, it seemed like 2 moons. How strange. But as the dark clouds moved away, a third one appeared. One of these moons was much brighter than the other 2. The unbelievable sight caused stress among witnesses. After all, our planet has only 1 moon, so what were these extra celestial companions? As photos spread online, scientists quickly gathered to investigate the puzzling phenomenon. Later, they explained the triple moons as an unusual case of atmospheric refraction, where air conditions can create multiple images of celestial bodies.
It's actually 4 moons. If you look a little bit behind the cloud there, it probably goes more than that.
So next time you see it, don't end up being surprised. Flying...
that maybe could have been real. I don't know.
Winged humanoid. Just when you think the sky can't
They said scientists gave a reason for it, but like I said, that's something that we rarely hear about. Well, then again, a lot of people have never seen a blood moon, so yeah.
Surprise you anymore? It throws another sighting on your way. In 2020, a resident from the city filmed a dark, human-shaped figure flying...
Bro, who is that? What is that? Magneto from X-Men? He's just floating, just looking
high
over.
above the clouds. It seemed to have large wings and moved calmly, as if fully in control of its flight. The mysterious sight was later called a celestial messenger by priests, an angelic being watching from above, just as written in ancient texts. Its sudden appearance gave the feeling that divine protectors might already be here. Maybe the sky was never empty. It's just that we rarely look closely enough to see who's really there.
I don't know if that's a celestial being.
Angel-like being.
Okay, here's another one.
Not every flight in the clouds is just a bird or plane. This one left a town stunned. A man filming in a remote area caught a clear view of a winged figure flying straight toward a blinding light in the clouds.
Really?
It didn't hide or vanish.
Really? Yo. Yeah,
It showed
right.
itself-
Oh, you know what that is? CGI. That is CGI. This is fake. This is before AI. This is what this is.
Openly, as if it wanted to be seen. Its smooth, controlled flight proved this was no trick of nature.
Fake.
It appeared more like an angel description in the Bible. It might be returning to the heavens after delivering a warning. If beings like this are now revealing themselves so openly, it means the final countdown has already begun.
What's the final countdown? The end of days? You know how many people have referenced the end of days? A lot. Especially if we're basing the end of days off of fake content. Like, bro, this is obviously computer generated image with a guy and a kid in the background. Like, oh, like, look. No, it's fake. It's fake content.
God's signal. While filming the clouds, a sudden burst of rainbow-colored light shot
That's cool. That looks really cool.
straight up, forming a long, steady trail that didn't fade. It wasn't a rainbow.
Looks like some sort of like aurora lights. You know what I mean? Like, which comes over Alaska at night, certain times of the year. But it looks like it's bursting out of the clouds.
Or any normal light trick. It glowed with an intensity that couldn't be ignored. To religious believers, this is God's signal, a clear sign from above. It might be the glowing wings of angels quickly flying into the heavens, captured just as the sky gates opened for a short time. Stay alert, because the sky is no longer silent.
It's the sky gates. He said the sky gates.
Figure walking on clouds. In a remote area, a man filmed a figure walking across the clouds, moving as if the sky itself were solid. Every step was clear, leaving no doubt it wasn't a trick of light or a cloud formation. This was a divine appearance, a terrifying sign that Jesus Christ is returning. His presence above isn't gentle, it's a warning. The heavens are opening, and the final judgment is near. If the sky is showing him so openly, there's no turning back. He is coming, and the world must be ready.
Oh, okay. Squeeze Lemon said Jesus Christ is coming back. Okay.
Angels and trumpet sound. In 2019, a resident filmed the shocking sight of multiple white figures moving within the bright, swirling clouds above the city. What appeared looked exactly like angels with wings.
Wait, what is this? Is this like clouds, or is this is in the clouds?
At the same time, strange, loud trumpet sounds were heard coming directly from the sky.
Bro, I don't know if you want to call that trumpet sounds. I don't know what that was. They literally said trumpet sounds, bro. That's crazy. That sounds like some sort of behemoth.
The figures moved in the clouds, while the sound blasted proved this was not human-made. This was a clear sign that celestial beings had arrived. The angel's appearance, combined with the trumpet sound, is a terrifying sign from ancient texts. It seemed like the final countdown had started. Look closely. The next sighting might be in your city.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like trumpets.
Tall, white figure. This time, it was again China, but the year was 2023. In Ningxia, people witnessed a tall, white humanoid figure in the sky. It looked peaceful, yet powerful, and many believed it was the return of Jesus Christ first. It was the angels appearing in China back in 2019. Now, it's Jesus Christ himself. These back-to-back divine sightings make it feel like the skies...
That looks like someone with their hair in a bun and they're wearing some sort of a robe or something like that, and are looking down. That's what that looks like.
Above China have opened a gateway between worlds. Dark humanoid. A resident in Glasgow captured something that terrified everyone who saw it. Floating high above the clouds was a dark humanoid figure moving silently through the air. It didn't look like a plane or a bird.
Lindsay, come here. It looks like this. It's unidentified. It's only by us.
It moved too smoothly, too deliberately.
That's obviously a balloon. Like, what do you mean moving too smoothly? Just because the camera is shaking doesn't mean that it's not floating. That is a balloon, sir. Squeeze Lemon, that is a balloon.
Many believed it wasn't of this world, calling it the Angel of Hell, a dark messenger bringing warning to humanity to stay on the right path, or soon they'll be our host.
Wow, that was a lot right there. Just for a balloon? That's what it means? Okay.
It's time for today's open discussion. Now, this sighting is coming straight from officials, and no one can deny it. Over the frozen skies of Alaska, a powerful U.S. Navy F-22 jet was on patrol when its onboard cameras caught a silent, dome-shaped object gliding effortlessly through the air. It was a UFO. This encounter was...
Why do you say it like that? It's like UFO. Just say UAP. The government already said they don't want to use that word anymore. UFO sounds too cliche nowadays. We are all saying UAP now, if you didn't know that. Yeah.
Wasn't an accident. The UFO appeared as a direct message showing dominance over Earth's best technology. The skies of Alaska have now become a proving ground for a force far beyond human reach. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.
All right, guys. Yeah, so that was a pretty cool Squeeze Lemon. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. He goes through a lot of content really fast, and it's usually good content. But like all YouTubers, you never know what's real or what's fake, so you have to make your own decision. Okay, but yeah, so definitely thanks for joining me here, Dynamics, with another Boss Reactions, and as always, boss up.